If you're a management consultant, what if I tell you that dedicating just 2 hours a week to focused strength and cardio training can help you lose 20 to 30 pounds of fat, improve your energy levels, and even reduce stress within 6 months, probably less than 6 months? All of this without disrupting your consulting career or your crazy busy schedules. So with today's video, I want to talk about why both strength and cardio training are essential, especially for management consultants. And also I want to show you how can you create a simple and time efficient routine that delivers fat loss, increased muscle, or overall just improve your health, okay? All of this without disrupting your careers. And why should you listen to me? Well, number one, because I went through the process by myself. I was a pretty skinny fat kid around 8 years ago, very skinny but also a bit fat in some areas. I learned about working out, mainly strength training. I gained a lot of muscle but also a lot of fat, as you can see here. I was not really doing cardio at this point. I was also not eating right. And in the last years, I really learned how to integrate everything into something that I can sustain in the long term, and that it's very healthy for me and for my own life while working as a consultant. And this is my current body all year around. I look like this. I'm very happy with how I look and how I feel, and I can help you do the same, okay? On top of this, I've managed to help over 1,000 people just on Fiverr, which is a freelancing platform. I'm currently one of the top sellers there within the fitness niche, and I have almost 600 reviews, all 5 stars, as you can see. This is not a fake screenshot. You can look up my profile on Fiverr. So yeah, I've helped many people. I've encountered all kinds of clients in different industries, different contexts. So I have a lot of experience on these guys. So I want to basically discuss some of these topics in today's video. I expect to take maybe 10 to 15 minutes max. I want to mention that this will be a high-level overview. Of course, if you want to get a more personalized guidance specific to your needs and to your own lifestyle, you can DM me or just book a call with me and we can talk and potentially work together, okay? So, number one, why strength and cardio training are essential for management consultants. So you as a consultant probably have a lifestyle with crazy long hours every day. You travel quite frequently. You have a lot of stress. You have a lot of tight deadlines, irregular schedules. Sometimes you need to choose between sleeping 1 more hour or getting a workout in. So it's very easy to let your health slide. However, this can have very serious consequences in the long term. You might not notice it now that you are still young, maybe in your 20s or 30s, but these effects will become more obvious as you get older. And here I compiled some of the main implications as a management consultant if you don't start working out and taking care of your health. Number one, fat gain. It's known that on average consultants end up gaining almost 15 pounds within their first year working as a consultant. So this comes from prolonged sedentary behavior. You are sitting at your desk long, extended amounts of time. So not working out will really contribute to an increased fat gain. Number two, you will age faster. A lack of physical activity combined with a high stress environment, which is very common in consulting, will definitely accelerate the aging process. You'll feel older, you will feel just worse. Number three, bad posture and joint pains. Again, you are sitting at your desk for a huge amount of hours every day. This will cause back pain, poor posture, joint stiffness. So if you don't work out and exercise, this will only become worse. Then mental fatigue and burnout. This is super important, especially in consulting. Failing to stay active will definitely increase your stress levels even more than what they are already. This can lead to burnout, mental exhaustion. So working out can really help to cope with some of these issues. Then low self-esteem. This is very obvious, but if you are not working out and you don't feel good in your own body, you'll definitely have not only a lower self-esteem that can impact your personal life, your romantic life, but will also impact your career, because if you are not at your best, feeling at your best, you will not be working at your best performance possible, okay? And finally, but probably the most important one, you might have serious long-term health problems, namely cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, just to name a few others. Now, moving on to the strength training first, and some of the principles that I really encourage you guys to do, especially for management consultants. Number one, why strength training? Because it helps you build muscle, it helps you increase your metabolism, which means you burn calories faster, it helps you lose fat, and overall you are just making your muscles stronger, your body composition will improve, so the benefits are really unlimited. Also, this kind of workouts can be very time efficient, okay? So it's really beneficial for consultants that have to do quick workouts, don't have a lot of time to dedicate to working out. Strength training can be really good. A few sets of an exercise can make a huge difference in your life. So here I compiled a few of the main principles that I encourage everyone to do, and I implement them myself. Number one is, and probably one of the things that I see consultants never doing, is specifically within fitness, of course, is to have a clear plan. So when you are going to the gym, you are already going very little times to the gym. But when you go, you are not following a specific workout plan. You don't know which exercises are you doing. You don't know how many sets are you doing. You don't know how many reps are you doing, or not even how much weight you should be lifting or resting between sets. And all of these things should be on top of your mind before you get in the gym. Time is precious, and knowing exactly what exercises you are doing will not only save you time, but optimize the results in the gym, okay? So have a clear plan. Number two, train each muscle group twice a week. So if you are a natural person, meaning you are not taking steroids or any other performing drugs, you should be training each muscle more than once a week, okay? This is much more beneficial than the traditional bro splits where you do one muscle group per week. But overall, this will improve your strength and optimize your training, okay? And I will not get into many details now because I want to keep the video short, but just keep that in mind. Number three, focus on compound movements. Prioritize exercises that target multiple groups at once, things like squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, push-ups. These compound movements will maximize your time in the gym once again, because you are training a lot of muscles at once, okay? And they are the basis of the strength training. You should prioritize these exercises in every workout you do. I'm not saying you should not do isolation movements, of course you should also incorporate them, but the primary focus of your workouts should be compound movements. This is also linked to the following point. Incorporate progressive overload, which is arguably the most important principle in strength training. You must gradually increase the resistance or the difficulty of your workout, whether it is increasing the weight lifted, the number of reps, the number of sets, increase the rest time between sets, make each rep slower, increase the time under tension of the muscle. So all of this will challenge your muscles and stimulate them to keep getting stronger and to grow over time. Because if you are doing the same weight every day or the same kind of workout every day, you will not really progress. You will stagnate at some point. Use reverse pyramid training. I would say this is not a key principle per se, it's not mandatory, but it's something that I highly encourage everyone, and all my clients implementing this are seeing amazing progress, which basically means after you warm up your muscle, go immediately into your heaviest set first. Start with the heaviest weight, and because this is when you are feeling the freshest, and then gradually drop the weight in each subsequent set while increasing the reps. Okay? Very simple principle. You can search it online if you want to learn more about it, but in summary, that's it. Then use accessible equipment, especially for consultants that are traveling a lot, have irregular schedules. You're not sure if tonight you'll have to work out in the gym or at home, for example. For people with these kind of issues, you need to pick exercises that require very basic or versatile equipment like barbells, dumbbells, pull-up bars, adjustable benches, because these are easily found in most gyms or even hotel gyms, or you can even have this type of equipment at home. So this allows you to be consistent no matter where you are. And finally, prioritize consistency over intensity. I think I mentioned this in a few videos already, but again, it's better to have a consistent approach rather than something super intense, okay? You need to have a routine that works for your own schedule and lifestyle, that you can stick to it in the long term, not only for a few weeks and then you give up, okay? So that's it when it comes to strength training. Now, moving on to the cardio training principles. Cardio training has a bit of a different role compared to strength training. Basically, it maintains and improves your heart health. It improves your endurance and is super important for fat loss. It's a tool that really optimizes the fat loss. Again, I need to reinforce that it's not mandatory to do cardio for fat loss, but it really helps in the process, okay? And on top of this, it really helps you to manage stress. It increases your energy levels. It makes sure that you feel sharp every day and focused. So the benefits are also limitless. And some of the principles here are, number one, try to prioritize short and intense sessions. HIIT workouts are really good, which stands for high intensity interval training. Because it allows you to get the benefits of cardio in a much shorter time. You can have really good HIIT training sessions within just 20-30 minutes, even 15 minutes. You can get really good cardio sessions. Then choose low impact options when needed. If running is not a possibility for you, especially if you have joint problems, maybe in the knees, you can do other alternatives: cycling, swimming, rowing. These are all things that also bring you the benefits of cardio, of running, without putting so much pressure in your joints. Number 3, try to incorporate cardio in your daily routine. So, for example, try to walk more often. Try to go for a walk after dinner. Try to take the stairs instead of the elevator sometimes. These are little things that can really add up and improve your cardiovascular health over time. Then, vary your cardio routine, okay? To keep things interesting and for you to not get bored of what you are doing, you can switch up between different types of cardio, okay? Moderate steady state, HIIT cardio, again, maybe switching up between cycling, swimming, so you can play around with the cardio to make it fun for you. It doesn't have to be super serious, even if it's not the most optimal approach. If it makes it more sustainable for you to switch things up, go for it, always. Then, this one is very big. Try to use technology to track progress. Nowadays, the wearable fitness bands or watches like the Apple Watch can really help you track your heart rate, calories burned, and allows you to keep progress easier because it makes you more accountable. You can measure it easily. Okay, so try to get a watch. I highly recommend one. Yeah, then combine strength and cardio for optimal results. I mean, I will touch on this point later on, but yeah, I will keep this one short. And then stay consistent, okay? Again, better to be consistent than try to go for extremely intense trainings in which you'll get tired and bored after a few weeks. So, how do you build a balanced routine that combines strength and cardio, okay? So overall, I would say these two training styles are essential, especially if you are trying to lose fat or build muscle. You must be doing these things. They are both super important. If I had to pick one, I would probably pick strength training as the top priority because the benefits are just crazy good. That said, if you are a management consultant, especially a busy management consultant, it's absolutely possible to incorporate both into your schedule without feeling overwhelmed, okay? 2 hours a week is enough. I mean, it's not ideal. You should aim for a little more than 2 hours, but with 2 hours, you can really incorporate these two kinds of training. And here are a few tips on how to combine them. Number 1, as I just said, prioritize strength, but don't skip cardio. If in a particular week you have even more limited time than usual, try to prioritize strength over cardio, okay? You can most of the times combine both. This is point number 2, actually. You can combine both strength and cardio into one session, for example, 20 minutes strength and then followed up by 10-minute cardio. Always prioritize the strength training first because it requires more energy. So yeah, go always for the strength first. Then start small and focus on efficiency. If you are a complete beginner, aim maybe for 2 strength training sessions a week and ideally 2 short workout sessions per week, and you can gradually build it up from there. Not only the frequency of the training, but the challenge, the difficulty of the training, you can increase it over the weeks, but start with somewhat of an easy plan that you can start with and make you feel motivated, and then gradually progress from there. Don't jump into crazy workouts from day one. Then recovery is key. Super important. When you are doing these kind of trainings, your body also needs time to recover. So of course, if you are a management consultant, it's not like you have time to train 7 days a week, but I want to highlight that you should always have rest days to allow the muscles to repair and prevent burnout and injuries. And consistency is more important than perfection, okay? You don't need to be in perfect conditions every day to stay active, especially these kind of workouts. They are flexible. You can do them in most contexts. So yeah, super important. Final thoughts. Again, a bit of a repetition of what I just said, but as a management consultant, you don't need hours in the gym to see results. You can simply prioritize strength training and adding short cardio sessions to really lose 20 to 30 pounds of fat, build muscle, improve your energy, your health, your performance at your job, and all of this within just 2-3 hours a week. It's really possible. The key is just to have balance and an effective, efficient approach. So implement the principles that I gave you in this training, and I'm telling you guys, you will have an amazing progress. I can promise you this if you really stick to it in the long term. So that's it for this training. If you want to work with me, please DM me or book a call, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.